am going to make a loft apartment using foam board. We found this at the dollar store. I am going to use one whole board as the back of my apartment. On another one, I mark and measure 12 inches so I can draw a line across the board. Cut on the line drawn, and remember to always have adult supervision when working with sharp objects. To make the floor. And another one for the sidewall. I am going to cover this one with a brick scrapbook paper to add a little texture. I add scrapbook paper to the floor as well. Now we have the makings of a large corner room that we're going to turn into our loft. Before we glue the walls together, let's plan out our space. On the back wall, I lightly sketch where I would like the loft to be, along with some kitchen cabinets, a counter, and a large window. And I'm going to put a room divider on the other side. Carefully cut out the window. This will be under the loft, so hopefully it will add a little more light to the space. Cut clear plastic, glue it over the opening, glue strips of foam around the plastic to make our window. Glue the walls in place. Now I go back and take the measurements from our layout so we can draw and cut rectangles to make boxes, to glue into the room, to make counters, and I cut a hole out of the center so I can glue in a plastic cup, add wire to make a sink. Add another box above the counter, glue cut pieces of foam onto the front to make cabinets. For our loft, I'm going to make it 11 by 8. So I cut a piece of foam board to those dimensions, cover it with scrapbook paper to match the floor. When we put this above, it is going to make this space a little darker. So I make 4 holes, take LED Christmas lights and tape a few together, place them in the holes and secure with glue. I added metallic paper around it, so when we turn it on, we have track lighting. On the other side, cut foam board to build a frame, then glue it into the room. Cut another piece of foam and cover it with felt and fabric. Place it on top to cover all of the wiring, and we can use it as a bed. Add your favorite doll bedding to make it comfy. Cut strips of foam board, glue smaller pieces in between to make a ladder to glue at the bottom of the loft into the wall so the dolls can use a ladder to get to the bed. I cut another piece of foam board. I glue it onto the wall to divide a portion of the room. I add brick scrapbook paper to the wall to bring that brick texture to the other side. Cut a small piece of foam board and glue it to the floor. Cut clear plastic from packaging. Glue metallic paper around the edge. Glue a small piece of foam board across the bottom. Then glue the clear plastic to the foam and the wall. Take silver buttons. Glue one to the floor for a drain, one to the wall so they can turn the water on and off. I glue a bead to a larger one, then attach it to the wall, and I decided to add another button to the back to make a shower. I add the sink from our other doll apartment, and this Fun Find toilet that we found from Poopies. Cut metallic scrapbook paper to make a mirror above the sink. I am going to add a ceiling to the bathroom, so I cut a piece of foam board to go right on top. I cover the other side of the bathroom wall with the same scrapbook paper. And I am running out of scrapbook paper, so I'm only going to cover the parts that will be visible. Now we have a small platform up here, and I'm going to add a little greenery. I found this at Michael's on clearance to make a rooftop garden. And it just adds a little touch of green. Now to cover that space, I made a very simple version of our recycled doll sofa. I pretty much left off the back and the arms, and we're going to just glue that right here. Add a few pillows for an instant couch. Glue together leftover pieces of foam to make boxes that we can glue onto the wall to create storage and to make stairs to get to the top level. Add some of our printable school books and other accessories I add a table from our doll coffee shop video and a chair from our beach house table video. And I finish the room by using a postcard for a work of art and turn on the lights to make a simple doll loft apartment. So in all, I used 4 pieces of white foam board, 1 black, and 4 pieces of brick scrapbook paper, and 3 of white. Well, the wood grain. And everything else was from items I already had in the craft room. And I think this is the perfect place for our newest member of the Darby Show, Cousin Gabby, the rare Gabriella fresh doll. Yeah, this will be her new college apartment. Thank you for joining us. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at My Froggy Stuff and the Frog Vlog. And you're done.
Happy crafting!
I know that everything will be alright when we dance and we fall and we don't care at all. Now we just sing the la 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 la.
We want to give a shout out to Shady Baby Sadie. What's up? Cousin Gabby, you can't get rid of me that easily. Is this a completely different apartment? Did you use my fairy crafter? Sophie, she's for everyone. Gabby, how could you? Can I move in? No. How could you?